Hello everyone, this is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to Panzer King's Lair in Prince George, British Columbia. That's right, if you've seen a video that I made a few months ago, you remember this table that Panzer King built. Just a massive, beautiful table. So we are finally going to get to play a game of Global War on it. I've been working on version 3 for the past few months, but I'm putting that aside for this weekend and we're going to play version 2. Going back to playing version 2. So it's going to be an ambitious game. We're going to play with the American minorities, Turkey at war, the commander set, Canada at war, Atlantis. I might have to, Panzer King insists on playing with Atlantis, so I might have to dig out my little ponies later and declare a fatwa on Atlantis. Africa Corps, the fall of the Reich, the Spanish Civil War, the elite of the Reich, the elite of the Soviet Union, and Winter War. So holy crap. And he's separated things up here. So he's got the Axis boards over here. He's got the Allies here. And he's got the Comintern over here. And you can see like all the units and everything. And they're also down here. And the drawers are full of units and stuff. Like there's the Russian stuff. I think his plan is to eventually put all these units in these drawers here. And you can see in the things here, there's all kinds of stuff, right? Let's see what he's got over here. Well, there's a Zeppelin. See, he's totally into the Indiana Jones stuff, right? That's why he wants to play with the Atlantis set, because that's really Indiana Jones, right? And so you can see he's totally into that kind of stuff. Got the whiskey. I think that's Billy Earhart. We got the ambiance music going. There's the Zeppelin crashing. I think he's already set the Zeppelin up. He's pretty excited about this game. He's been waiting to play on his new table forever, and it took this long for us. Like we almost had a game going a couple weeks ago, and then something happened, right? And so there's the Zeppelin that's on its way to America to crash in New York, there, or New Jersey, I think it was, wasn't it? You got another Zeppelin down there. Now those aren't going to take part in the war. They're just there, you know, just for looking at. But you see the German markers on the board here. That's the possible locations where he might be able to find Atlantis. So he's got it's been a while since I made that video, but he's got to do something anyway to get those. You can see that he's also got the extra pieces, like the extra capital cities. I was planning on doing that as well when I could afford it, but like here's Christ the Redeemer, that goes in Rio. I think he's got the small set though. I don't know what this building is, but that goes in Buenos Aires. But anyways, he's got these cities all over the map, not just in the locations that I have. Like there's one down here, and there's one in Tunisia there. Lots more in Europe up there. Lots more cities. So we're all ready to go here. We're just waiting for one more guy to show up. He is the Russians. Now we don't expect to play this game very fast because we're teaching 3 people how to play this game, Panzer King and I. And Panzer King's only played the game a couple of times. And I'm going to be a little confused too, because there's version 3 on my brain. I've got the version 3 rule set memorized and rememorized and rehashed and then rememorized after that again, because it changes as time goes on. So I'll probably make a few mistakes and throw a version 3 rule in. And who knows if I'll get caught or not. Not that I'm trying to cheat or anything. It's just, you know, it's hard to go back to using the older rule set when all you've done is the new rule set. But that's what we're doing today. So I'm taking a quick look here. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't had a game since I played Global War 14 with Rank Carcass in the middle of the summer there, and I haven't played Global War 36 since we did that play test in late spring, I think, when Rank Carcass came from Edmonton again, and and Joey came down. He was the designer for the Canada War series. We're going to be playing that too, and luckily we had the designer there, so we didn't have to ask any questions of or wonder, how do we do this, because he was there, right? So anyway, I'm going to cut this off here, but before I do, in honor of christening Panzer King's new table, we are going to give away the turkey set, Turkey at War. But wait, that's not all. If you act now, there is also a turkey coaster so that you can put turkey's money on. But wait, that's not all. I'm going to give away a 16-sided dice as well to help you get ready for version 3. Now, that's not part of the game, that's just one of my house rules. If you've ever seen one of my games on my channel, I like to, everybody rolls for a weapon to begin the game. Now, in the version we're playing today, there's only 13 different weapons, and so we use this 12-sided dice, and we say, I don't want this one weapon, and so then there's 12 available, right, for you to roll for. But in version 3, there's 15 weapons, and I've never heard of a 15-sided dice, so I got a 16-sided dice. So you roll the dice, and whatever number that lands on, that's the number of the weapon you get. And if you happen to roll, where is it? Right there. If you happen to roll a 16, then you can choose any weapon you want from the board. So that's how that's going to work if you win this set and get this 16-sided die. So anyway, we're going to get started. To win this set, I think I'll give it away tomorrow. So we're going to play today and tomorrow, and we don't think we'll be finished. Like, this table is going to be set up for a long time, we think. But we'll play today and tomorrow, and near the end of the day tomorrow, I'll take a look at the entrance and we'll select one somehow. I don't know if we'll do it the regular way or what, because we'll have a game going on at the time. Might just write the names down or something. But anyway, we'll give that away tomorrow. Just write a comment in the section below the video there of this video, and tell us or tell me, what's your favorite expansion set? We're using a ton of them today. What do we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11 expansion sets we're using this game. So tell me, what's your favorite expansion set and why? Anyway, stay tuned. It's going to be a great game. So we're in July of 38 here, and I haven't done any filming yet because a lot of what we're doing already so far is teaching. We got some new guys playing, and then also, not much happens before the war begins, right? A couple of things that have happened. The Allies hardly missed anything when it came to rolling for Turkey. I think they only missed one roll. So they got Turkey and didn't even get much money out of it because not much had built up yet. I think they got $8 out of it, so they threw down a couple of mountain infantry here. So that's controlled by the French now, the Turkey. And then you can see here, Atlantis went down. So Panzer King, he gets to play with Atlantis there, and My Little Pony's going to come out of my box pretty quick and declare a fatwa.
You already got My Little Pony. Atlantis. It's called Turkey.
But the only thing that's going on as far as battles, I'll show you. There's 2 of them. So in Spain here, the nationalists were winning big time, but then they got greedy and went after Madrid there and lost just about everything they had. So they're still winning in there, but the player who's playing the Republicans, he wasn't putting anything in there. He is just new to the game, and so he was just putting all this stuff in Russia. So he finally did put one thing down, but they stemmed the tide though. Like it would have been over there if it wasn't for that really bad roll by Panzer King and the Germans in Madrid there. The other thing is Tojo over here is trying to work me in China. Oh, let's get over here. There we go. So Japan has attacked China on the second turn, and he's doing pretty good. He hasn't lost very much going in there. And then with that goofy ass Atlantis thing, the Germans managed to get a couple of SS troops over here on Tibet. But that doesn't really help them much. But the Chinese are not putting up much of a fight. I'd like to see them take off some more, but so far their rolling hasn't been that good. So hopefully he goes after the communists. because I'm rolling for the Allies in this game, and my defensive rolls suck so far. Maybe I'll just get it all out of the way before war breaks out. Who knows? But that's all that's going on. Down here, the only thing that's changed down here, Anzac's got a sub, and they brought a couple of guy and an artillery up here. Nothing else has happened in Japan. America have put a carrier on the board and a fighter, and this plane came from the Pacific Northwest there. That's the only thing happening there. Nothing happening on the other side for America. No border clashes over there between the Japanese and the Russians. They're both a bunch of pansies. Germany spent just about all their money trying to get Atlantis there. You finally got it on the last roll. So something about we let him have it if he buy us lunch. We're waiting for lunch to arrive now. We figured that's a good deal. I don't know. And you seen Spain, and the German boats are all up. Like they're not where you normally find them, because they were all out looking for Atlantis there. Nothing's happened in South America. Nothing's happened in North America. The Canadians have only built a Corvette. The last turn there, they spent their money on Turkey, and actually they were the ones that got the winning roll, and the third pie for the French to get the Turkish. So that's all that's happened here. France has put a couple of dudes down, just to, on the Maginot Line. But basically pretty early in the game. It's going really slow, and it's been a teaching game so far. But we're enjoying ourselves, that's for sure. We're getting spoiled here in Panzer's Lair. We'll be back. So we are in January of 1939. We're going to call it for the day, and then we're going to come back tomorrow morning and start playing again and make another video and do a draw for somebody to win some Turkey at War stuff. And we're going to have pizza and probably popcorn, and we're going to have puppies, and it's just going to be lots of fun. Anyway, had fun today. Went slow, of course. We're doing some teaching and everything, so that's always going to go a bit slow. But let's see what's happened here. China. I did not roll at all for China. Like, I think I took off one Japanese unit in all of him rolling through China here. One Japanese unit. Plus I took off a sub with the torpedo boat destroyer that he had to nail before he could start dropping stuff off. So that is not good. Not good at all. Japan's doing awesome. China sucks balls. What else we got down here? Anzac. Anzac has got a sub here now. They've got a cruiser that's only got one stage left. They got some crap up here. They're Anzac. That's all they did. The Americans, they've managed to put a carrier on this side of the board. They threw a fighter on it. And that tactical bomber that came from the Pacific Northwest. Who else do we got here? The FEC. We're using medium factories in this game, so they've upgraded their factory to a medium, and they're not doing too bad. They got 8 dudes on there, so they're gonna be a little hard to take out for the Japanese if they try to do that. Of course, there's not much going on in this game, right? Because the war hasn't broke out yet, but it's about to. Probably within 2 or 3 turns, it's going to break out into war. The Italians. They're looking really menacing, and everybody's laughing at them because they're Italians, right? What fangu? Anyway, the Italians are not going to do anything. We know that. The British have put a minor factory here in Cairo, so they're gonna defend from there, and they'll probably do pretty good in this area down in here, because Turkey has gone to the French, so that's going to help. The only thing that's going to be a fly in the ointment is this right here, Atlantis. Atlantis is showing up in C-Zone 52, and having not played this expansion set before, don't know what to expect. Like, there's probably going to be zombies or something coming from out of there. Don't know. It's going to be crazy. Crazy, I tell you. The French, they just don't know what to do with themselves, because they know that they're going to be out of this game pretty soon. But they're holding on, and basically what they're going to do is pray that they hold on to most of their ships, you know, when they do the Vichy rolls. So they're going to hope to do that. Germany hasn't done a lot so far from stocking up for their push because here I'm going to move up to the other side of the table because they spent so much money trying to get Atlantis, and then of course they were spending money on Turkey as well. So they haven't built up a lot in here. They're going to be using the Elite of the Reich, but that doesn't start until now, like we're going into January of 1939. So things are going to start getting more interesting now. This first part of the game is just posturing. If you're an Axis and Allies player and you're watching this, well, think of if you started the 1940 game in 1935 or 1936, then when you got to 1940 and that game starts, then everything is a different start in every game you ever play. And that's what we're doing here. Everything's going to get a different start. Spain is almost over. That's the big thing that's happened in this game so far. So there's only one Republican left, this guy down here. And he's pretty scared, so I think he shit himself. That's what this pile here is. Or is that the flag? I can't remember. Did you shit yourself or is that a flag? He doesn't know, okay. So then Canada has only put a Corvette on, and they've been saving some money because there's not much they can do. Oh, they put a Devil's Brigade guy on, so that's about it for them. The Russians have put up a pretty good defense here. They didn't. The reason that Sean didn't get much action in Spain there is because he's been concentrating on his defense of Russia. Plus, he's hoping that they're going to sign the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, and we're going to play the Winter War. And so he's got all of this stuff here that is going to take Viperi, because if they don't get it on the first turn, then the Winter War begins, and that's just going to be a drain on his resources, while Germany is just sitting back and rubbing their hands together because Russia's just wasting all their units on taking out a neutral. So he's put lots of stuff there, which is exactly what he should be doing. And I don't think there's anything else happening anywhere else. Like there hasn't been any border clashes over here, but they don't really have much to do border clashes with anyway. Like this guy here is going to take a shot at one, you know, and the same with the guy on the other side. He'd take a shot at one. So nothing much was ever going to happen there. They just didn't put any stock into that, and I wouldn't either if I was playing either Japan or Russia. That's something that you can do, but it's not really something that is necessary, right? So I think that's about everything that's happened here. It's been fun. It's been neat. It's been cool playing on a table like this. I got to tell you, this is pretty special, being able to play in a space like this and on a table like this. After some of the places that I've played in my life since I started playing Axis and Allies in 1984, you know, had some games in some pretty odd places, but this is luxury, let me tell you. And I know I posted a picture on Facebook a few hours ago. It's got about 180,000 comments already on it. So people are, I'm sure they would like to be here playing this game as well with us. But you can be a part of it again tomorrow. I'll make another video and put that video out tomorrow, and we'll be giving away that Turkey at War prize tomorrow. So, from Panzer King's Lair, say goodbye, Panzer King.
From the Lion's Den, we are signing out.
Sean?
Take care.
Take care. He's a Leafs fan, don't listen to him. This is General Hand Grenade. Take care, everybody.